Okay. So recently I went on my first ever date, which is still a little crazy. It's gonna be a little different video, by the way. But anyways, I kind of went on my first date, and yeah, that's like the entire video right there, guys. That's all I wanted to make this video about. So yeah, just saying I went on a date. Yeah, no. Oh, anyways, let's get into the story. So a month ago, I started talking to this girl, and it was pretty fun at first. I thought she was pretty and stuff. So you don't really know much about someone when you first like reach out, I feel like. So it was a little like, okay, I want to get to know you more, so it's like more, so you have a better chance at, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, this is already fumbling. Anyways, I reach out, and it was on the 4th of July weekend is the first time I text her, because I saw her at a restaurant, so I was like, oh, this is like cool. She works at a really nice restaurant. It's like a really, like, it's one of the fanciest ones probably in the town that she lives in. It's a really cool restaurant. My grandpa worked on it, so it was like a really cool thing. So basically, after that, I text her. After that, I wasn't going to originally. I was like, there's no. Do I really need to reach out? It probably was her. Like, she probably won't recognize me if I just reach out randomly. So I just randomly like texted her, like, hey, did you work at so and so restaurant? And I didn't know what her hours were or schedule, because I was I was unemployed at the time. So I don't get a response until like 11. So that was fun. I'm always up though, so it doesn't really matter. So she texted me back and she said she was her. So that's pretty cool. After that, we don't really talk for like 4 days. And for the 4 days, I was just constant. It was always on my mind of like, I could have continued the conversation, I feel like, if I just didn't end it with reacting to a message. Because I just hearted the last message, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's all I really wanted to know. But I was like kind of interested in getting to know her a bit more beforehand. I was just like, I don't know, I'm scared of talking to new people, I feel like. I mean, it's kind of difficult when you like, you don't know if they're going to like you back if you obviously go, like, if you start talking to them, you don't know if it's going to be like, oh, you're going to like end up getting ghosted or something. So it's like, I don't know. It's, I don't know. For me, it's a little scary. Anyways, I reach out like 4 days later after I had driven back home. So basically, I'm like 4 hours away now. And I was like, well, I was there for like the 4th of July weekend, and that was it. There was nothing like I could really do. It was like, okay, we have time. This is going to be a really long video if I keep doing this. So basically, I reach out on Wednesday. I had just gotten home on Tuesday, so I took like a day to like, I was like texting all these people I talk to regularly. I was like, I'm kind of interested in someone that because I was talking to people who I used to go to school with, who also went to school with her, or who do go to school with her. So I was like talking to them, and I was like just trying to get their opinion, because I don't know, it's it's nice to talk to people, I guess, to see what they think about it. They can be your coach or something. So I was talking to like 3 people about this, and I was like, okay, so you think this is a good idea? And my original thing was, okay, before we go any further, the original thing what I was gonna do was I was gonna just ask her, like, just text her like on Wednesday, because I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I was just randomly gonna text her out of the blue, like, hey, I think you're pretty cool. Do you want to go on a date? And looking back at that, I think I probably would have got rejected and I would have got blocked. But I did not go with that. Someone told me, really close friend of mine I've had for like 10 years or something crazy. She was like, just don't do that. That's a really bad way. That you don't want to do that. You want to get to know her and then like talk to her for like 2-3 couple days. and I was going back down in like a week, to like go hang out with some more like family and stuff, see people. So I was like, okay, I have time to at least like get to know her a bit before I have to ask her, because I have to ask her like probably a couple days before, just so I don't have to, like I have to be able to tell my parents that I'm gonna go on a date, and I also have to be sure that she has time one of those days. She did not, but we made it work later. So yeah, we did that, and we get to like, it's like the second day I text her at like, I think it was noon, because I was like, well, if I text her earlier, maybe she'll respond. No, she was out camping, so I didn't get a response for like a day and a half, and I was like, oh, well, it's okay. It was only a day's worth of conversation. It's okay if I got ghosted now. So, I was a little heartbroken at that point. I was like, oh, it's unfortunate. We can keep the cycle going. Anyways, I'm saying anyways all the time. So that was, overthinking it all. She texted me on Friday, because I had like texted her again at some point. I texted a lot. I think it was like 4 messages, and I was like, okay, we got to stop right there. It was like 4 messages over the course of like a day, so it wasn't like crazy bad, but she texted me back and she was like, sorry, I'm camping. I was like, oh, whoops. So that happens. So that was, but after that, cleared up the ghosting allegations I was already throwing out. Good sign, very good sign. So we get to, that's after. Okay, so before that, after this, I had talked to her like for maybe 2 days, maybe the full day and a half, maybe. And then I was like, okay, this is probably time. Let's ask her. So I asked her, I was like, hey, would you want to go get dinner at some point? Like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday? And I said dinner because I thought, like, it doesn't sound as like, see, I feel like it sounds, I guess it just sounds the same looking at it. But like, I was like, I didn't want to say date because it was a date. Because I was like, well, that might just sound too much, man. It's been like 1 day and I'm already asking about, I don't know. These people out here ask dates like from like within like 30 minutes from like these the apps. But like I was over here overthinking the whole thing. So I was like, you want to go eat dinner at some point? So we couldn't. We kind of figured out a time, and she works every day. I'm going to be down there. So it was tragic. It was dinner was off the table. But I countered and said, what about lunch? Big lunch. So we planned that, and we have a pizza place in mind. I was supposed to come up with this, but like I'm in a town that I've never lived in for like 7 years. I think it was 6. No, it was 7. 7 years, yeah. So I really don't know anywhere down there anymore because I just don't live there. So she kind of throws out the ideas of restaurants, and then I just, I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. What if we do this at 12 o'clock this day? So we have that, and it was going to be like 2 hours, probably, maybe an hour and a half or so. She didn't work until 4 that day, so it was like we were going to probably be out probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe, probably an hour and a half. Wasn't thinking anything crazy. So we get, fast forward a couple days, the trip's canceled because who we were going to stay with had work, and he had stuff come up, so we couldn't go. So I was low-key trashing out a little bit, but that, that's fine. Totally. So I low-key lost it just a little bit. Some people on Discord, some of my friends there, they will know about that. Don't comment anything, you're in trouble if you do that. So we get there, and my family eventually reschedules to go down. I think it was 2 weeks later. I think if I check my calendar, it would probably be 2 weeks. I'm gonna check it anyways. So I was originally gonna go out on the 13th, I think. No, it was the 16th. I was gonna be the 16th, but then it was canceled because my parents canceled it. So yeah, 2 weeks later, we've rescheduled it, and we talk a bit more on from here. We do a lot more phone calls like the first time we called was like the 13th of July, and then I think we've called every day, every night since then, except the last couple nights, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Only because we were hanging out on Thursday and Friday. We were out hanging out with like some of her friends at like 2 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, I just fast forward past the entire day. Let's fast forward those 2 weeks. We do all of that. It's whatever you do in a talking stage, right? We get there. It's the 30th. So the 29th, we were gonna go to a market together. I showed up late, so that was great. I thought I was gonna be there at like 10 o'clock. It was like 2 o'clock, so I couldn't do it, and she had work, so that was not happening. But then Thursday's the next day, so basically same day. We had the date planned for it, just 2 weeks later on the 30th, and that is, she picks me up first, because I had no car. I have no car down there, so I rode with my family down, so that was fun. So she picks me up, and I don't know where we went first. I think we went to go get coffee first from Starbucks. So that was fun. I can't remember what she got, but I know I got a caramel crunch frappe. Is that what they're called? I have no idea I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to say these words. I got like the venti size, and that thing was thing was huge. Really, really big. So I got a venti caramel frappe, and then while we're waiting for them, we walk around, and we're in like this. I don't know what we. It's like a store. It's like a Kroger kind of thing. So we walk around. And, we're looking at like flowers and stuff, and we're like asking like what are your favorite flowers and stuff. Keep this in mind, guys. Okay, it's gonna be very important for when I talk about Friday in a future video, because Friday might not make it this one. So bring up flowers. She asks what kind of flowers I like. I'm like, I'm not too sure. I'm kind of like, I learned a bit more about flowers on Friday, so it was a bit better. I should have known this on Thursday, but like I didn't get the information until Friday for like flower information. Like how to use these words. So it just didn't work. So we do all of that. And this is going to be the most, I don't know how I'm going to painfully watch back through this. I feel like I'm feeling like I don't know how to commentate. I don't know how to commentate. Live commentary is what I should do, but I don't know how to live commentate anymore. So this is what I've been stuck to do. She texted me. Okay, anyways. Basically, we're all... Wow. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, coffee. So we get coffee. We look at flowers. We walk through the mall in the town. It's like a really dead. The mall's dead. So we walk through that. We look at this fish tank, and it has like some fish. It has like a Nemo kind of fish. I can't remember the name of this fish at all. It was like a black and white though. It wasn't orange and white. It was black and white. So it was. I don't know how that causes that, but it was kind of cool. We look there for a little bit, and then we get back in the car. And where do we go after that? We go to the park. We go to the park, and we kind of hang out around the park. She got called into work early, so we kind of had to abandon the idea of walking down by the river. The river would have been fun. We didn't do that this time. I think we're doing that when we hang out next time. So that's gonna be fun. Anyways, we go to this Mexican restaurant for lunch, for the date that I had planned. It's lunch, but date. Whatever you want to call it. I will call it a date because that's what it was supposed to be. But anyways, we go here. The place that we were gonna go changed like 3 or 4 times. We wanted to go to this place, this brewing company first, and it was it was a cool place. I haven't been there in a while. They'd remodeled too, so it was like weird. I also was like overthinking, like the waiter's gonna think the waiter's gonna be looking at us weird. I don't know. I was overthinking everything. But yeah, we get we finally decide on a place, or she come. Well, I mean, she's like, you want to just go to like this Mexican restaurant? It was like right behind the park, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's go there. We get there and we go inside, and we sit at this like booth. It's the most, this is like some low key. The food was good. I was low key stressing though, so I was like stressing, so I was like forgetting to eat half the time I was there. I was like, oh yeah. So I'm like sitting here, maybe taking a bite every like minute and a half to 2 minutes, and it's like, this is not gonna go great. So I don't know how to talk to people that I've never talked to in person before. And I mean, we've been talking for like an hour in person maybe, and now we're here we are. I have to do this. So I'm like kind of struggling. I kind of just bring up like old topics because I was like scared to bring up anything else. So we do that. And I get like this chicken. Okay, so like in it there was like chicken, rice, and beans all in this like burrito kind of thing. It was pretty good actually. If I, ate it when I was there and it was fresh, I was supposed to like, it came with like guacamole. What is it called? It's guacamole. Yeah, it came with guacamole on the thing. I'm supposed to like use this like the spread and stuff, like spread it around or something. I didn't do that. I just dove in like a crazy person. So we do that. We take some pictures. So we do that. We get so basically we can get our own drinks here. And she works at a restaurant, so she's over here like eyeing everything down. It was kind of cool. It was it was cool. So she's over here asking like, do you want to refill on your drink for me? I'm like, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I was like, I can go get. She wanted to go get this salsa. I was like, I can go get the salsa. And she was like, no, I got it. I was like, oh, okay. So we get this. We finish up here. She takes me home, or to where I was staying. What did we do? That was like the most. I can't remember. That was the first one. I remember there being something awkward about the first one. The first like. It was something awkward I brought up on the first, like, when she was dropping me off. I only brought up every, like, awkward topic on the way back to when she was dropping me off. It was, oh, no, that was Friday, okay. I was thinking wrong. I only brought up, and it was, I only brought up all the awkward conversations. Well, they sounded awkward in my head. I only brought them up right as she was about to drop me off. And every time, like, after this time, after Thursday when she dropped me off and had to go to work, I had to go on a boat. I had to go fishing. I had to go watch people fish. So I was watching all these people fish, and I was like, well, okay. Friday, when she picks me up, because she was picking me up at like, low-key, I might have been a little too early. I said 10:30. So she's over here. She picks me up at like, I think it was 11 or like 10:34. Like, she was a little late. I was like, fine. It's fine. She picks me up at 10:30, 10:40, somewhere around there. And I was like, before she even pulled in the driveway, I was like, I was watching the 360, just her get close around 360. So I was like, okay, when I get in the car, I'll just say, hi, how's your day going? And then I'll just bring up what I want to bring up. Because it was like something like, I wanted to see if she liked me first before I was like gonna like go anywhere else, because I was like, well, it's been like 3 weeks, that could be too early to ask like anything more than, well, and then we just went on one date, so I was like, okay, you can't really rush that. But at the same time, I had like all my friends were like, you should just do it now. I was like, no, I probably should probably should learn a bit more, probably should find out if she likes me back, because at this point over the phone, I had liked her, but then, you get to but that was like only over text and phone call. So I was like, okay, I want to be sure that I like her in person, and I did. I'm making a video on it, so that it's got to be something. So I was like, I want to make sure she likes me back at least, right? You don't want to just like, you don't want to like go any further than that, and then you just get like told no, and it's like that's just embarrassing. So you gotta like do it eventually. We're getting really close to this like being over. This is like really close. The recording's almost over. It was, yeah, so I had to do that. I didn't do it at all when I first got in the car. We went to go get, she had to work at 2:30, so it worked better that she picked me up at like 10:30. So we got coffee again. We went to a coffee place. We were gonna get coffee from this like coffee place, like not Starbucks, but they didn't have it. So we went to this other place, and oh my goodness, the drinks we got here, she kind of stole the drink I wanted to get. She noticed it before me, but I really wanted to get it. It was called the Trump, and then like, so I was like, oh, that would have been a cool drink to get. And then mine, I can't really say what mine is because it like gives away where I was, but it was a river name, so that was a really good drink. The Trump one looked really good. I didn't try it, so I don't know, but the river one was good. So we get drinks. We go to what do we do after that? Oh my goodness, there's a lot that I'm not. I think we went to. Oh my goodness, we went to Walmart. She had to get a Nerf gun because she was having a Nerf battle like at like 11 o'clock the next night. So we had to go get a Nerf gun. And we go there, we go to Walmart to get a Nerf gun. And she gets a really cool Nerf gun. It was like $40. So I was like, oh, this is a cool Nerf gun. Maybe this one. I couldn't find any extra ammo, so we get the Nerf gun, and we're just walking around. We get to we get past after Walmart. Really bad like idea. It wasn't really bad idea. Yeah, we went. Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, the recording's almost over. Actually, we gotta finish this up in 5 seconds. Anyways, it's gonna go black for like 5 seconds. Basically, we go to this. What did we do? We went to McDonald's, and I remember in my notes when I was writing stuff down about what not to do, she was like, "Oh, don't do McDonald's as a first date," and we're doing McDonald's as like a second date, basically. And it was it was so, I was like, oh, look, I was joking about it, so she was laughing, so it was fine. But I was really I thought it was bad. So that was always fun. I got like ice cream, and then she got like a what was it, a Happy Meal with like one of those toys. I know everything about McDonald's now because I work at a McDonald's, so lore drop, but yeah, we do that. After that, we were gonna go to. Oh, we went to the beach. That's what we did. I forgot the important one. We took the secret trail to the beach. I don't think like the getting down part was pretty good. Like she almost fell a couple times. Going back up, that was not fun. That was really not fun. By the time I got up, I thought I had ran like 14 miles, so that was going up the hill from the beach was not good. The beach was nice though. We walked the beach for like, I don't know, I think we were there for like half an hour or so. Everyone, there's all the like people camp, like having fires on the beach and stuff. The tide was out, so no one was really like fishing unless you're way out there, but so we did the beach was fun. Took some more pictures. I have a lot of pictures actually, so. And then she took me home. That was when I first brought up the really awkward conversation, and that was like, yeah, I didn't even bring it up properly, so I had to do it again and the next one. So I was like, oh, this is great. So I was like, I'll just bring it up next time. I might just text you about it. But yeah, I'm going a little past time now. It's like 25 minutes. 3 minutes past. You guys are probably tired of me staring at a blank screen, a black screen. So I'll finish the story later when it continues at a later date. But thank you for listening, guys. Have a great night.